Greetings. This is TK Trav, aka Travis Magus, here with LVX777, and I wanted to give you a brief message. I know it's been a while, been going through a lot of stuff, a lot of study, a lot of personal things as well. But I think this is an urgent message. I just had a breakthrough with some of the things that I've been working with, and I just want to relay to those of you who might be needing this message. Never lose your frame or your focus, because the answer is right around the corner. Just like what we've learned from King Payman, the 4 precepts: maintain your frame, be ever vigilant, exert your influence, always be leading. As long as you are staying within those 4 precepts, victory will come. It may not come when you want it, but it's always on time. You gotta have faith in what you're doing. You gotta have faith in your abilities. You gotta have faith in what you have studied. You gotta have faith in your practice. Okay, it's not blind faith. It is a knowing that what you're doing is correct and what you're doing is divine. And along the way, you're gonna get assurances. You're gonna get coincidences. You're gonna get things that just pop up that resonate. You know, you'll go on a random trip to a thrift store and get the exact book that you've been looking for. You know, you're gonna go to the restaurant and meet some person who has the conversation that you've been needing to hear. Okay? Nothing is impossible to he who believes. Everything is possible. Okay? If you're doing your magic and you are convicted and serious and your mind is set that you're going to receive what you set forth to receive, don't fall back. Press on forward to the goal. Just because you said you want it to happen by Monday, and Monday comes, and 3 Mondays come, and 5 Mondays come, you keep holding on to that vision, because when it comes, you're going to understand why it took so long. Okay, I thought that I lost something for years, and it just popped up. And what I really want to say is, sometimes the answer is right underneath your nose. Sometimes the answer has been right in your face the whole time, and it just took a certain series of events for you to make the right moves to reveal the answer. So no matter what, hold on to that which you claim to possess, right? If you're making rituals and magic for a specific thing, just hold on until it comes. There's plenty of other things to do in the meantime, including study. But do not give up, because when you give up, you're going to lose. It's a 100% chance that it fails. You know, when you lose focus and you lose faith, it's a 100% chance that it's going to fail. So just hold on to it. This is coming from somebody who does this every single day. Okay, sometimes it takes a while, but hold on. And you know, sometimes you get anxious, sometimes you get depressed, sometimes you get angry, sometimes you feel all kinds of different ways when you don't get what you want. But that doesn't mean give up. Hold on. I'm telling you. You right now watching this, you're probably about to give up on something. Hold on. It's around the corner. And it's probably right in your face, right in your room somewhere, right? Right at your job or your school or in your phone. The answer is right there somewhere. You probably downloaded a bunch of PDFs that you haven't looked at for years. It's probably in one of those. Probably went on a book buying spree. It's on your bookshelf, right? I'm telling you, just hold on. And also check places that you would not have normally checked, all right? But trust that everything comes on its own timing. Everything operates on its own time. That's the real message. But also, I would highly suggest to really study the basics. I know we all want to learn about every demon and every angel and every left hand path that there is, and what domination spell can I do, what money spell can I do. You know, we all want to learn all those things. But what's most important is getting a real understanding of the basics, okay? Um, what I mean by the basics are the four elements. Get a real clear understanding of the symbology of earth, air, fire, and water. Okay, these things are not just the physical aspects. All right, these things relate to the properties that these things carry. Air, it disperses, right? Earth, it's solid and firm, right? Water seeks its own level. Fire is chaotic. Um, Aside from that, research astrology. That's very important. Before, I used to think that there's so many different people and personality types that there's no way to figure everything out. But magic is psychology. All this is psychology. So when you study astrology, you begin to see that there are a certain number of combinations of people that is possible, right? It's like playing World of Warcraft or The Sims or something where they give you a few options to choose from when you create your character. But that leaves a limited number. That's the way it is here. There are 12 signs in the zodiac. Everybody is one of them. And it's not as simple and clear cut as just 12 types. There are what they call decantas within, different degrees within each sign. Okay, and you've got about four per sign. And that makes about 48 different types. I just bought a new book. I'd get up and show you, but, well, stay there. Okay, so I just purchased this book today. It's called Personology. All right. Now, this author, Gary Goldschneider, is very accurate and eye opening in what he does with astrology. Okay, he breaks down each sign, and each sign has a specific week. All right, so it's not just you're an Aries. There's like three or four different types of Aries. There's three or four different types of Tauruses, etc., etc. This book right here, by the same author, The Secret Language of Birthdays, details all 366 days of the year. And any person born on either of those days is going to give you a very clear definition on what kind of person you're dealing with. Um, but anyways, all that to say, astrology also relates to the elements because there's four different types. You've got fire signs, earth signs, air signs, and water signs. Okay, and each of these types of people display attributes of those elements. Earth type signs are very grounded. They're very good when it comes to money. Air types are very up in the head, very intellectual, great teachers. Um, Water types are very emotional, right? They feel deeply. Fire types are very passionate, very energy filled, um, very vigorous. And the other thing I was going to mention is also the tarot. Get you some study on the tarot because this also relates to astrology and the four elements. Okay, they're not just a bunch of random cards that predict the future. These are symbols that help your subconscious mind express itself in this world. And there are a set number of cards that represent set number of situations. Just like there's 48 possible combinations of a human personality, so to speak. There's 78 different cards in the tarot deck that represent different possibilities that everyone can face in reality. I don't think it would be a waste of your time if you're a serious student of the occult and are seriously trying to understand human psychology from the lens of magic with a K. And also, I would very highly suggest that you commit to memory the 7 hermetic principles. I've already showed you this book, but I'll show you one more time. Let me grab it. Yeah. The Kabbalion. Okay? Very important book. Learn the 7 hermetic principles, because these are the laws that govern reality. And when you understand those laws, you can't complain and cry victim when something goes wrong. And when something goes right, you will never say it's a coincidence, because you understand the principles behind certain things happening, cause and effect, the law of gender, the law of polarity, right? The law of vibration. Everything moves, nothing is at rest. All is mind and the universe is mental. The mind is all, the universe is mental. And also, if you do get the chance and the time, learn a little bit about numerology, because each one of these numbers are living things. Each number carries with it a certain frequency. Numbers are the only things that are real. None of this other stuff is real. Numbers last forever. We do not. So, all that being said, whatever your magic, whatever ritual, whatever you got going on, if you've done it and you're waiting for it, keep waiting. Okay? Matter of fact, just throw it out of your mind and just trust that it's going to happen. It'll happen. And furthermore, in the meantime, make sure you got your elements, a thorough understanding of that. Make sure you got your astrology, a thorough understanding of the 12 signs. Especially yourself, know thyself. Make sure you got a working understanding of the tarot. I mean, if you don't want to, you don't have to be a reader, but understand how those cards relate to the tree of life and how they also relate to astrology, because all these things are connected. All these things are just symbols of understanding reality, understanding your subconscious mind, understanding how this all works together. And when you have a better understanding of it, you can move how you want to move. Nothing is impossible to he who believes, to he who understands, to he who knows. So, this is TK Trav, aka Travis Magus, with LVX777. Peace.